I think he wasn't given the time. That say Ferguson was given 3 years. It took Matt Busby 3 years to win his first trophy. But this is a corporation now, and it's the biggest sporting corporation in the world. It's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. All the bad news reflects on the share price. There was no sign that they would be willing to give Moyes the big transfer budget they have to spend this summer, because they didn't trust him to spend the money. His couple of forays into the transfer market have been not very good. The first one last summer, he bought Fellaini for 27 million, which was a very poor purchase. He bought Juan Mata from Chelsea recently, probably for too much money, and played him in the wrong position. And the real crunch for United is, how do you rebuild a team quickly? The only way to do that is by spending a couple of 100 million in this coming summer. Do they trust David Moyes with that budget? And I think that was the critical decision, and it was made by the Glazer family in Florida. David Moyes made his name at Everton as a player who could get ordinary players to work hard and perform above their limitations. Going to Manchester United is a very different job. You have to play attacking football, you have to have flair and style, and he never really has ever coached a team in that way. He's never won a trophy. He changed the training methods, and Van Persie, for one, was known to be unhappy about that and got injured and has missed most of the season with injury. And Van Persie was the player who really won the championship for them last year, played all the games and scored a lot of goals. So he tried to change the culture. The players, he lost the players. People like Rio Ferdinand were tweeting quite patronising things about him from early in the season, and he never showed the sort of capacity to deal with Ferdinand. He never imposed his personality on the club. He always looked, of course this is perception, like a man who's out of his depth, and the results tended to bear that out. But I still think it's worth recalling that it took Ferguson 3 years to turn around Manchester United. He's been given 10 months. The critical factor here is that it is now a corporation with a share price. Then it was a football club. Well, if you're a big corporate institution, you should go out and hire the best. There are 4 or 5 coaches in the world. Guardiola is at Bayern Munich, unlikely to leave. Diego Simeone, the Atletico Madrid manager, has a real track record in South America and in Europe. Won a lot of trophies. Was a top class player. He's the person I think they should go for. Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid has won the double in England with Chelsea. Maybe not wouldn't want to come back to this. And Louis van Gaal, who's the current Dutch manager, and has had success with Ajax, with Bayern Munich and with Barcelona. He's 62. Would he have the time to rebuild? In my view, this is a 2 to 3 year job. Would he have the time and the patience? But certainly he's a person of substance, and that's what they need now. Somebody with a proven track record who's managed a major club. That's a must.